Alright, welcome everybody to F1MC. Today we're racing the Barcelona-Catalunya race, round 6, Grand Prix of Spain, 4.6 kilometer long track. 16 corners. Pretty difficult to overtake. We'll see what the drivers will be able to do. Track has been open since 1991. The lap record is at 1 minute 18.183 by Valtteri Bottas in 2018. We'll see if that got beaten today. As David actually sets the fastest lap. I didn't see him on a fast lap, that's my bad. As well as DJ Mario. It all depends on the exit of the chicane now. I have 2 yellow flags. I think those were just slow going cars letting the fast drivers past. As he will go over the line, it looks like to be 117.9, which was a provisional P9. Goes back to the last corner and on to the main straight. What time will it be? It will be a 115.6, which puts him in provisional pole at the moment. You can see from the helicopter we're looking at his lap. It looks really solid. As he goes over the line and grabs P2, missing out by 2/10 on pole position, or provisional pole I should say. Really going over those sausage curbs. And now on to the main straight. What time will it be? Looks like it will be a 116. No, just not a 117.0. Now he goes into the chicane. He will probably get a little slipstream from the Renault. The Renault starting lap. Yes, it is. No, that won't be a slipstream. He's too far away. But he gets P11 with a 116.6. What time will it be? I don't think it's enough for pole position. No, it's not. It's not enough for pole. It's gonna be P14 with a 117.0. Thomas Jensen, is he gonna start a fast lap? Yes, he will. He'll try to improve his time to try to keep pole. No, he actually improved his time. Gets pole position with a 114.9. Really quick time around here. Now going all over the curbs. For the chicane. Will it be enough for pole position? And it won't. Stays P4. Improves by a 10th. Fraser and Crash Vettel both qualifying on the medium tires. They will go for a medium. What is medium soft? Strat? Medium hard. As we will now start the Grand Prix of Spain. 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's lights away and we go out now. Let's see who has a good start. Looks like Fraser has a pretty good start. Already side by side with Thomas. Now into turn 1 as there is a lot of touching there. Between Thomas and Fraser. As there's a crash, someone spun a yellow flag. That would be Vlad Red and Jog. Both spinning out of the race. Both don't have thermal damage. It's not a safety car, so we have a pretty okay start from everyone. Let's see how everyone got up. Fraser gained 2 positions, as well as Crash Vettel. Noble also gained 2 positions. Vlad Vasiloni and Milan both lost 3 positions. So not a great start for them. But Milan is gonna try to come back to his position. And Thomas still leading the race. Already built up a pretty nice gap of more than 1 second. Let's see. I think Crash Vettel and Nobot are side by side. As Crash Vettel has to go off track now. Vlad Vasiloni now coming up to Nobot. There's a pretty tight fight here. You can see all the cars are super close together. From P3 up to P7. Now Nobot going off track and spinning around. That's Nobot off. Sam going out wide and touching the gravel. Was there a little bit of contact there? Now they're side by side onto the chicane, but it looks like Tito got him. Now will he have the DRS or will Sam have the DRS? No, Sam will have the DRS, so maybe he will come back, but I think he's too far away. That's DJ Mario and No-Build. DJ Mario already being on the 2-lap old hard. Meanwhile, No-Build is on fresh mediums. So No-Build will probably get the overtake done here on the main straight. He's really close. He has the DRS now. Let's see, will he get them? It looks like he will. It looks like it will be just an easy pass. And he is through. Easy move for No-Build. Gets the job done. Fraser started on the medium tire and Thomas started on the soft tire. So Fraser is technically in net P1 at the moment. Because if we go back to Ty and the Jog. Oh, actually Jog making the move but being pretty much standing still on the apex. As they go side by side into turn 12. Not a good place to go side by side. There's a little bit of contact. Getting Jog out wide. And now Jog will have the DRS onto the main straight. They're both on the same strategy. They both have the medium tire on. Jog is just gonna sail past Ty here. Because of DRS. Probably using the overtake button to its max. Actually, this would be a little bit tight. He would have to outbrake him. Which he does too. They're going side by side. But it looks like Jog gets the move done. Really nicely done. Braking just a little bit later. Vlad, of course, on the quicker tire. Because he just boxed for fresh mediums. Ty just getting a tiny bit of oversteer. Losing the rear end. Which gets Vlad a free position pretty much. Now none of them has DRS. Which is kind of weird. Now Ty going for the dive bomb. Does not make it stick because of the lockup. So see, there's a freeway battle going on for P4. It's Stefan actually going off. No, Sam going off in the Williams. Now Stefan gets up to P3. And behind him is Thomas, who has pitted for fresh hards. And behind him is Vladred on 9-lap old mediums. So the same lap old mediums as Stefan here. Now they will go for a battle. Thomas now gets the move done onto the second straight. Of course, he has the fresher tires, but also the harder compound. And I think the mediums should be faster. Now Stefan getting a little bit of oversteer. Or sorry, understeer. Going out wide, which gets Vladred the free position. Now onto the long straight. DRS getting opened. But Keen has DRS on his teammate. But still, Vladred just makes the move stick. He has so much overspeed. From the double slipstream. Vito is disconnected. I think something must have happened. He must have had some internet issues or something. You can see how slow he is. Just the Autobot driving for him. Weaselbot's now taking over. And I think that's Michael spinning it. As he's already last. He does not have any front wing damage from what it looks like. There's a yellow flag. As well as, I think that Zach also going really slow. Looks like he does have some damage because he's really slow. Or is that a puncture? I think Zach has a puncture. Yes, he does. He has a right front puncture. Oh, apparently Weasel's games has crashed. That's really unfortunate. Of course, a sector 3 yellow flag. Wait. Did Zach not pit? Am I seeing this right? Did Zach not box? He didn't. He's continuing on the punctured tire. Now Weasel about to get overtaken by 2 cars. As he just joins back. So he has the control of his car now. So he only loses 1 position. But is now in a freeway battle. I really want to check what Zach is doing, but I think he's just continuing on a punctured tire. You can see the run that Vlad is getting. It looks like they're almost bump drafting. This is some NASCAR stuff up in here. You can see the speed similarity. Will be later on the brakes. It looks about the same time. But the Weasel has to concede the place because there's just no space. Now okay, I'm gonna switch to stack for a second. Yes, he still has the punctured tire. What the hell is he doing? This is some next level strats. There's again a sector flag yellow flag, or sector 2 yellow flag. As we have a safety car now, because Michael has retired, he has binned it after, what is that, turn 9. Just lost here, and as we have a safety car, so that will cause a lot of pit stops. That will really cause a lot of pit stops. Now let's go on to Zach. As Zach is still on the punctured tire. He has been driving on this puncture. I don't even think he knows what is going on. That's very weird from him. But I assume that everyone is now gonna switch to the softs. Actually, Thomas staying out. But Fraser is pitting. Crash Vettel's also pitting. What will Vlad do? A lot of people pitting, but Thomas choosing to stay out. Also another Mercedes coming in. That's gonna be Schrijver coming in. As you can see, the Mercedes pit crew coming out. Red Bull pit crew as well. So that's Milan pitting. Fraser now coming up. On the soft tire. I think this is just a wrong strategy choice made by Thomas. That he didn't pit for fresh tires. He now can fully decide the pace until the safety car goes in. Of course, they can't overtake until the safety car line. Actually, in this game it's not the safety car. This would be the safety car line. But they can't overtake till the finish line in this game. Which is stupid in my opinion. But now everyone can overtake since it's green flagged. Now let's see, will there be any position changes? Why did I switch? Fraser now on the back of Thomas. Thomas of course on old hards. I think that strategy call might have cost him P2, to be honest. I think Fraser will get through in no time. Look how much more speed he has through the apex. Look how much more grip he has. The difference between 16 lap old hards and 2 lap old softs is just insane. As it's only 7 more laps. Or technically 6 more laps. As I now go on to the second DRS straight. Into turn 9, or into turn 10, I'm sorry. Will he overtake? No, he won't. Zach now retiring from the session. I think he just drove into the wall. As well, a virtual safety car now because of the retirement of Zach. Which will slow the field down again. And now Ty getting a drive-through as well. There's a freeway battle going on for P1. Vlad Red getting involved as well as Milan battling for the podium. You see the top 5 is all super close, even the top 6, David is pretty close. But the question is, who will come out on top? Who will get the victory? Will it be Fraser? Will Thomas retain the victory or stay in P1? What will happen? Look at Milan. Everyone is super close together. I'm sorry if I didn't give anyone enough screen time, but there's just so much battling at the front at the moment. DRS now enabled, but is a slipstream enough for Fraser to get Thomas? I don't think it will be. No, it won't. Will Fraser overtake Thomas now on this tiny straight? Relatively tiny compared to the main one. It's like 1/3 the size. Fraser getting a penalty now. How much penalties does Thomas have? This might actually take away the podium for him. What will happen? There's yellow flag in sector 2. That's Jog going off. He gets a 5-second penalty for severe collision with Ty. Now a little bit of contact, I think that was between Fraser and Thomas. Look how close Fraser is. He's so close. But Thomas gets a better exit, but Fraser has the DRS. Vlad now with the fastest lap. He's also gaining so much on Fraser. Will Vlad go for the move? Fraser going for the move. Doesn't make a stick. He spins himself around with the suicide dive bomb. And he just bins the chances of victory. And he now gets back to P9. Will Thomas stay in P1? Will he retain the victory? What is going to happen? Thomas actually gaining a pretty big gap. Thomas is disqualified, ignoring a drive-through. Now that gives Vlad just a free P1. What happened there, Thomas? I didn't even know that he had a drive-through. As we enter lap 32 in a second. Only 2 more laps to go. And now Crash Vettel is also on the back of Tito. Tito has the DRS, Crash Milan doesn't. Using the DRS or the overtake button. Will this be enough? Milan goes semi-defensive. Keeps the position. Now does Tito have the better exit? I think he does. Look at the overspeed that he has on Milan. Use the overtake button, but that's not enough. Crossing back. Get the better exit here. Going over the curbs. They both get a pretty okay exit from what it looks like. Looks like Milan had the better exit now. But Tito has the DRS. He has the ERS. Will he get to move on? Milan going semi-defensive again. But Tito's going for the inside. Milan braking later though. As they go side by side through turn 1. Milan now forcing him, but Tito gets the move not done yet. They're still sort of side by side. Milan is now completely behind as he goes super late on the brakes. They go side by side again. As someone has crashed out. I think that's just a back marker though. It's fine. No, Milan going for the move. What a move that was. This is a very, very nice battle. Now Crash Vettel on the back of Tito. Look how close these three are. That's the fight for P2. Now Tito trying to get the move done here. Milan goes defensive, but now he makes the mistake of going onto the outside. Tito has the inside. And he's more than... He pretty much has the apex here. Now Milan is side by side with him. They're like literally side by side. Milan now spins it. Actually, I think there was a touch between him and Tito, but that's just not a position where he goes side by side with. And now Tito going over line in P2. Will Crash Vettel jump in on penalties? Yes, he will. So Tito is in P3 at the moment. Milan will cross the line on P3 because Tito has a lot of penalties. Stefan in P5. Fraser P6. David in P7. Looks like Milan is gonna... sorry, not Milan. Weasel. Gonna be in P8. This is Ty. What position? Will he retain P9? I think he will. And he does. And now Schrijver in P10. The last car that will come over the line. Now, going through the chicane, switching to the helicopter again. On into turn 16. What am I witnessing? Will he literally go backwards over the finish line? He still has some way to go. He's almost there. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the Barcelona or Spanish Grand Prix of F1MC. It was a crazy race. Vlad Red getting driver of the day. Really nice race that he did. This is it. Yes, Vlad Red crashed out on Milan. So yes, this was the Catalonia Grand Prix. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. And I hope to see you guys next stream. See ya.